If you have been going to the gym, you might have realized so many people are doing some things that are not correct. Today, we are going to discuss these common mistakes that are happening in the gym and how to avoid them. Our first common mistake is failing to warm up. You'll see most people, they simply enter the gym and they start working out without warming up. Warming up is very essential. It helps to lubricate the joints. Secondly, it helps to flex your muscle to go in a full range of motion. And thirdly, it helps to pump blood into your muscles for you to be able to work out properly. The first set of your workout can also mean that is your warm-up. So what you're supposed to do is you will take a much lighter weight and then you will do more rep range. For example, if you usually lift 15 kgs, you will take 5 kg, then you will do like 30 reps. That will be your warm-up set before now you start your normal workout. The second common mistake that I see on the gyms are failing to plan. You'll see most of the people, they're just dashing in the gym and they start any workout. You're supposed to have a plan so that it will guide you on what you're going to work on that day. Which kind of muscle are you going to target? And also it will help you because you will not be doing the kind of workouts that you like most. So if you don't have a plan, it means you'll be doing what you like most every day. And the exercises that are harder or maybe you dislike them, you'll not be doing them. Another common mistake that we usually see in the gym is failing to stretch. Stretches helps in flexibility and mobility of your joints. Some people are hypermobile and therefore they don't see the need of stretching, but it's still very important to stretch. You're supposed to stretch before your workouts and after your workouts. This helps to relieve the stiffness in your muscles. That is why you'll see some people from the gym, they're pumped up. So from the gym, they're just walking like robots. This is because their muscles are not flexible. And also, stretches help to relieve some pain, like the lower back pain. After doing like heavy back workouts or maybe squats, you're supposed to do some stretches to relieve some pain in your muscle and joints. Another mistake is staying away from the free weights. Some people, you'll see them, they are just doing the machine. If you miss to do the free weights, you are missing a very big deal to develop your muscles even more, because most machines are there and they are in a fixed position. Therefore, they are helping you to do some balancing work. The person who is struggling with the balancing, he's getting some more benefits because when you try to balance, you are recruiting other muscle fibers, and by doing this, you are developing your muscles even more. Take your dumbbells, take your barbells. Those are the best kind of workouts that will develop your muscles to the maximum. Using incorrect form is another common mistake that we see in the gym, especially when doing the deadlift, the squatting, or even using the dumbbell or the barbell. It is important to know the correct form, or else you might get the injury, you might get some pain, or even you might not be getting the full gain of the workout that you're doing. Because most people, for example, the dumbbell, you'll see a person taking the dumbbell, he wants to do the bicep curl. Instead of having a correct straight posture and doing the curl straight, it's only the forearm that is supposed to be moving, but you'll see this person swinging. When swinging, first of all, the momentum will take place. The second thing also, you'll not be working now the bicep, because swinging and coming back, also the shoulder is taking part. Therefore, if you want to concentrate in a certain kind of workout, you should know the correct posture. If you're doing the squat, ensure your back is straight, because your spine is everything. Another common mistake that we see in the gym is doing only cardio. If you only concentrate on cardio, then you're missing a lot, because you are even doing more harm to your body than good. Because cardio is good, it's good for your cardiovascular, the lungs, the heart, and the rest. But you also need to do some free weights or some lifting or some resistance training. If you want to have that good physique, then you should ensure that you are not doing cardio only. Since if you want to build some muscles, or if you want to do body toning, then cardio will not help you. Cardio will just help you to become more skinny. It's good for those people who are losing weight, but also you're not supposed to lose weight plus your muscle mass. So if you want to lose weight, please, lifting or doing some resistance training is even more good than doing cardio. Not having a range of exercise is another mistake. After every 4 to 6 weeks, you are supposed to change at least the workouts that you are doing, because firstly your muscle might get adapt to, and you will reach plateau whereby your muscle and now get used to and they can no longer grow. Therefore, after every 4 to 6 weeks, you're supposed to change your training program. You should not just from January to December you're using the same program. You're bringing in new changes, hitting the muscles from different angles. If it is the chest, don't just doing the bench press always from January to December. You're just doing the chest press. No, hit your chest from different angles. Do the dumbbells, do the crossover cable flies, do the pec deck. Taking too much rest is another mistake. We are supposed to at least train 3 days a week, at least, but there are those guys who are able to train even 7 days a week, of which is not recommended. You need also to have a rest day. So you can train like 6 days a week. It is good, and then you rest for 1 day. If you only train for 2 or 1 day a week, you're not going to target your muscles well, because after 72 hours your muscle and the testosterone level is going down. So before 72 hours, when your testosterone level is going down, you're supposed again to hit the workout to boost your muscle synthesis to come high and continue building muscles. But if you only do workouts maybe 2 or 3 days a week, then you are not going to see the results, and you will end up quitting the gym, because if you don't see the results of what you are going to the gym for, then automatically you're going to lose hope and quit. And also rest between the sets, so should be between 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending on how heavy you are lifting. So don't take like 5 minutes resting in between the sets. Lifting lightweights is another common mistake that I usually see in the gym. If you want to develop muscle, if you want to hit your targets, if you want to achieve your goals, then there is what we call progressive overload. Your muscle will only grow if you are doing progressive overload. But if since January, we are now maybe in September or October, you started the gym and you are lifting 5 kgs, and up to now you are still lifting 5 kgs, then simply you're not going to hit your goal, because progressive overload is the key thing to muscle growth. Therefore, you must ensure that after every week or after every 3 days, you are increasing, even if it's just a half a kilo or a kilo to your workout. If today you are working on 5 kgs, after 2 or 3 days or a week, you must be lifting maybe 7 kgs, then 10 kgs as you progress. Secondly, if you are not able to increase the weights, then increase the reps. If you are doing 5 reps, then increase to 7 reps. If you are doing 15 reps, then increase to 20 reps. That is another way also of progressive overload. If you cannot increase the weight, then increase the reps that you are doing. Lifting too heavy is another common mistake. Most people go to the gym for show off, to show people that he can lift heavy than anybody else. Remember, here we are not going to the gym for any competition. We are just going to become fitter and to have that good physique. Don't go to the gym and try to lift heavy to impress people or to show off that you can lift heavy without putting into consideration your posture and the technique, because you might end up getting a permanent injury. So please don't go heavy if you doesn't have that correct posture and technique. Because also, if you are doing heavy and you're not in a correct posture or technique, then you're not even going to hit that muscle correctly, and you might end up even not getting the benefit. Because, for example, you are lifting a dumbbell, you are doing a bicep curl, and you are holding a dumbbell of 50 kgs, and you are not even able to curl it, then it means you will not be able to hit your bicep, because bicep will only grow if the elbow joint is you are contracting and flexing. But if you take a dumbbell of 50 kgs and then you are trying just to swing up and down, your bicep is not even, you're not doing anything. You are just wasting your time and energy. So therefore, if you are lifting heavy than you can without correct posture and technique, then you're just doing zero work. Better go slowly as you increase. Another common mistake is when you're not monitoring your progress. So you should have a written document, or because you might not know if you are progressing or not. Because, for example, yesterday I lifted 30 kgs. Today I'm supposed to increase to 35, but if I don't put these records, then I'm not sure, I'll not remember all the workouts that I did yesterday and all the weights that I lifted yesterday if I don't have a record. So keeping a record of your progress is number one, because it's not all about lifting, it's all about progress. How many kgs are you increasing? How many reps are you increasing? Also remember to take good nutrition. You should have a nutrition plan depending on the goal that you're having, because a person who is bulking should not take the same diet as the person who is losing weight. Also ensure to take plenty of water and rest enough. You are supposed to rest at least 8 hours. Research shows that people who are resting for 8 hours are getting the benefit of building their muscle and losing weight than a person who is sleeping for only 5 or less hours.